I was working with Agent King on Operation Normalize, which is where we take things that are too terrifying for the public and we slowly integrate what they look like as to normalize it, so if anybody encounters them, they don't completely freak out. Well, we were working on Operation It, which is about a killer clown living in sewers. But the only clowns in this situation were us.
Our guest today asked for complete secrecy because the information they will and have given us is top secret and could threaten their life. They are a former agent at Area 51. Their exact title cannot be given due to the fact that it is an extremely select position and their identity could be discovered. Welcome back to The Truth Discovered. Today we dive deep into the mysteries surrounding New York City's underground sewers and what lives in them. Thank you very much for risking everything to be here with us today.
Thank you, Stephen. We actually really appreciate your show, Truth Discovered. On one of your past episodes, you got so close to figuring out the hollow earth that we thought that we might have to shut you down. But we didn't out of fear that you might become a martyr and we would expose ourselves.
Well, thank you for not shutting me down. So why don't you tell us why exactly you came here today and felt the need and the urgency to tell the world?
It really all starts back in the construction of New York City. As the city got larger, more entangled and deeper, darker sewers had to be created. And the darker the sewers, the darker the secrets. We got involved in 1931 when my father and a few other agents were sent down to New York City to investigate 15 child disappearances that happened in 2 months. These children were just disappearing without a trace. There was no blood, no clothes left behind, nothing. There was absolutely no sign of these children left. They're actually about to stop searching when my father discovered an odd anomaly at all the crime scenes where the children were supposedly last seen. Pizza boxes outside of the sewer system. On closer examination of these pizza boxes, we found out that they weren't pepperoni on them, it was people-roni. As fast as the disappearances started, they just stopped. Fast forward 53 years later to 1984. Sam M.O. is 1931. Children just disappearing all over New York City. We were scrambling to find out why these children were just venturing into the sewers and never to be returned. Well, what we found deeply, deeply disturbed us. They called themselves Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. 4 giant, hideous, mutant monsters that resembled giant turtles walking around. We couldn't figure out why children were going into them. But then we figured out that one of our agents had splintered off. It was Agent Splinter. He had discovered these monsters way back in 1931 and decided to help their cause in destroying humanity. What he decided to do was make a comic that made these creatures look as if they were childhood-friendly, neighborhood, crime-fighting monsters to make children, if they saw them in the sewers, not be afraid but want to go and say hi to their new heroes. Well, ironically, Splinter made himself a giant rat. We had to figure out a way to keep children away from the sewers, somehow terrifying them into realizing that the sewers are a dark and disgusting place. We went to the head of Operation Normalize and we found Agent King. We told him our problem and he quickly came up with a solution. He put a book out there into the open world called It, featuring a massive child-eating clown that lives in the sewers as a sort of way to make children afraid of the sewers again. But every single time that we did something, those monsters were one step ahead of us, making more comics, making more movies, making themselves world-renowned and fun for every single child. No matter what we did, they were always one step ahead of us. We've been fighting them for decades. Well,
So, why? Why is this so personal to you? Why are you telling the world? What is it that drives you? Are you okay?
Children are walking into these sewers every single day. They took him.
Took him? Took who?
They took my son.
What?
They took my son! They took my son! They took my son and I want him back!
I apologize for the cut, but things ended up escalating. This is a threat to you. This is a threat to me. This is a threat to even the people who we thought were against us. This affects all of us. So stay vigilant and calm, for as the only way to defeat this evil is by sticking together. Now join us next week to find out why Bigfoot, yes, Bigfoot couldn't get alone.